Hello everyone, welcome back to SSB Crack Exams. I am Sakshi, and in this session we are going to discuss daily current affairs. So before beginning, as I daily introduce you with SSB Crack Exams, it is one-stop solution for all the major defense related exams like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, Territorial Army. You can get more details by going to our website, and there you will find the entire package for courses, mock tests, quizzes and study materials. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media platforms. Do not forget to download our mobile app SSB Crack Exams from Google Play Store. So guys, let's start our day with the question of the day, and the question in the yesterday's session was, what is electoral bond scheme? What is electoral bond scheme? First, let me tell you what is electoral bond. It is like a promissory note that can be purchased by any Indian citizens, and they can only purchase it through branches of State Bank of India. Okay. So these electoral bonds, they allows donors to pay political parties. That is why the bond is named as electoral. This is basically a donation through bonds. These donors, they can pay political parties using the bank, which is SBI, right? So the electoral bonds, they were introduced in the year 2017 with the finance bill, and on January 29, 2018, NDA government has notified the electoral bond scheme 2018. Ultimately, this scheme is going to introduce and promote the transparency in funding and in donation which is received by political parties. The important fact about this electoral bonds are they does not carry any interest like any other bonds. So under this, bonds are issued in multiples of 1,000, rupees 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakhs and 1 crore, and it does not have any maximum limit. Also, these bonds are redeemable in the designated account of registered political party. This is all about electoral bond scheme. Now let's start our session with the first article that we have today, dedicated date and credit guarantee scheme for NBFCs and MFIs. So NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, it has introduced a structured finance and partial guarantee program. Structured finance and partial guarantee program for NBFCs, non-banking finance companies and microfinance institutions, MFIs. So this scheme is to ensure the flow of credit in the COVID-19 affected rural areas. See, what is a credit guarantee scheme? So these schemes, they provide a sense of security to the lenders through absorbing the portion of the losses which are faced by the lender. Okay. So under this program, it will provide partial guarantee on pooled loans. What is pooled loans? It is basically a structure which provides lending bank, whatever bank is lending, it provides lending bank adequate comfort and partial credit portions, and this will be provided by NABARD. This will minimize the cost of capital as well as helps lenders meet the priority sector goals. And these lenders should be the one who has given extended loans to the small and mid-size MFIs or the NBFCs. Okay. Initially, the funding will be for rupees 2,500 crores, and it is expected to cover over 1 million households across 28 states and 650 districts. For this, NABARD has signed an agreement with Vivriti Capital and Ujjvan Small Finance Bank. So agreement has been signed with these two particular agencies to formulate the credit guarantee program. So let us take a quick view what is NABARD. So NABARD, as I already told you, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. It is an apex banking institution which basically deals with the agriculture and rural development in these areas, and also it provides finance to agriculture and rural development. It is a statutory body, which means established in 1982 under Parliamentary Act National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development 1981. The headquarters of NABARD is in Mumbai. Now the next important update is AIIB, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, and India both have signed loan agreements to improve Mumbai suburban railway system. So the Government of India, Government of Maharashtra, Mumbai Railway Vikas Corporation and Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank AIIB, they have signed the agreement. This is a loan agreement and they are going to develop Mumbai suburban railway system. So the loan is of USD $500 million, and it is for the Mumbai Urban Transport Project 3. So Mumbai Urban Transport Project 3, it is supervised and implemented by Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, and it is to enhance the network capacity, service quality and safety of Mumbai suburban railway system. AIIB is going to develop this. So it is expected from the project to increase the network in capacity region and also improve the mobility. Also the reduction in the journey time and fatal accidents are expected to go down. Now the next important update is draft report flags concern over NDA bill. So there was a draft report by Parliamentary Standing Committee on Science and Technology. So it has drafted a report, and in that report it had raised some concerns, few concerns over DNA bill. So what is DNA bill? It is a bill which allows sampling and profiling of citizens, those citizens who are accused of crimes or who are reported missing. These information relating to the DNA, they will be stored. These genetic information will be used for the administrative purposes. So the Parliamentary Standing Committee has raised several concerns over that. And these concerns are, first of all, it can reveal extremely sensitive information like about the ancestry, their family, etc. And these information, they could be misused for caste and community based profiling. Okay, and this is the major concern about this DNA bill. There is a threat to an individual's privacy as well, and bill also refers to consent. See, bill also refers consent in several provisions, but there is a clause of the overriding power of magistrate. That means a magistrate can easily override the consent, and this is also said to be the major concern for this bill. So let me tell you something about NDA Technology Use of Application Regulation Bill 2019. It provides for the establishment of national and regional DNA data banks. Okay, national and regional DNA data banks will be there. Also, each data bank will have to maintain crime scenes index, suspects and under trials index, and offenders index separately. Okay, so this is all about the concerns over DNA bill. Now moving ahead to the next important update. Recently, WHO has announced that healthcare workers, they will be getting COVID-19 vaccine after senior citizens. So see, they have said that senior citizens will be the first one to get the COVID-19 vaccine, and then they have prioritized the healthcare workers as the second position, that they will be getting the COVID-19 vaccine after the senior citizens. When we see the data collected by Amnesty International, it shows that globally over 3,000 healthcare workers, they have died from COVID-19. Okay, and healthcare workers are at the utmost important to get these vaccines. Also, when we talk about India's count, so according to Indian Medical Association, 196 members, 196 healthcare workers, they have died from COVID-19 in India. So under this announcement, WHO also highlighted that investing in COVAX facility, which is developed by WHO, it is the fastest way to end this COVID-19 pandemic. And also by this, they are expecting to ensure a sustainable economic recovery. So COVAX facility, it will ensure equitable access to vaccine to all the countries, that all the countries, they should get the equal access to vaccines. No one should be left, and there are more than 172 countries which are engaging with the COVAX facility, which is developed by WHO. So these particular type of system or initiatives like giving priority to healthcare workers and senior citizens, these type of initiatives are launched with the aim to avoid vaccine nationalism. See, what is vaccine nationalism? When countries, they start developing and securing the vaccines for its own citizens before they are made available to other countries. So this is vaccine nationalism. Okay, now moving ahead to the next important update. So August 26 today, it is celebrated as Women's Equality Day. Women's Equality Day. So it is the day it is celebrated to commemorate the right of women to vote in the United States. So on this particular day, women's got right to vote in the US, and on this day in 1920, the 19th Amendment was brought in the United States Constitution. It was adopted in the United States Constitution, under which the women have given right to vote on this particular day. Since then, this day is celebrated as Women's Equality Day, and it marks the women's advancements towards equality with men. Now guys, I'll be telling you the current COVID-19 situation in India. So as per 25th August 2020, the total cases so far now are 31,67,323. Out of them, recovered are 75.9%, which is 24,04,585. The active cases out of them are only 22.2%, which is 7,04,348, and that's are now 1.8%, 58,390. And here you can see the state-wise analysis. Now in this image, you can see the mortality, the death analysis, age and gender-wise. So this is the gender-wise analysis of male and female. Male 69% and female 31%. And here you can see people with comorbidities, corona mobilities, and elderly at high risk. And these are the ages for the mortality. Okay, so let's revise the session with the question. It is time for quiz. Try to answer these questions. So the first question is for the credit guarantee program of NABARD. It has signed an agreement with A. Virvirti Capital, B. Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, C. Both A and B, and D. Neither A nor B. So for the credit guarantee program, NABARD has signed agreement with Virvirti Capital and Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, both. Next question is DNA technology use of application. Regulation Bill 2019 provides for establishment of A. National DNA bank, data bank, B. Regional DNA data bank, C. Village DNA data bank, and D. Only A and B. So under this, so far, National DNA Data Bank and Regional DNA Data Bank are to be set up under the DNA Technology Use of Application Regulation Bill 2019. Next question is Women's Equality Day is celebrated on A. 24th August, 25th August, 26th August, or 27th August. So Women's Equality Day is celebrated on 26th August every year, and today is Women's Equality Day. Now guys, it is time for question of the day. Try to answer this question in the comment section. What is Interpol? What is Interpol? Try to answer this in the comment section. We will discuss completely and in detail about Interpol in next session. Till then, work hard. Jai Hind.